I was just thinking today about this thing called life. It it has so many meanings. Some people say life is a life is a journey. Life is what you make it. Life is the B word. But we all have our definition of what life is. One thing I know is life is always seeking to be more through us and as us. I really, more so now, more than ever, believe that when we do ask, we receive. When we pray, the prayer is answered. And that's sometimes a challenging concept. If you think you're praying to someone or something outside of yourself that is going through, what I mean by that is praying to a God outside of yourself who is taking prayer requests and thinking, no, I won't answer that one today. I think they've been praying for a long time, I will answer that one. What I know for sure is life is always given to us. Life, God, the universe, source, divine intelligence, whatever you want to call it, is always given to us. It is nature. I'll say her nature. Life's nature is to give of itself. Just like the trees. No matter what. Throughout all the seasons, life is moving through the trees. We may experience some dead leaves, but there's still life in all these trees. As you can see behind me and above me, well, you know. And I think as human beings, when we pray and ask, sometimes we feel that we didn't receive. One thing I'm learning on a deeper level is we are the only one blocking ourselves from what we're asking for. When you're asking for something, when you have a goal, when you have a dream, when you have a vision, you've got to be willing to see things differently. Too often we pray, for example, you might have a job in mind that you want. And you do everything to go after that job. Sometimes there can be like a tunnel vision where you just say, no, I can't look at anything else because this is a job, I'm focusing on it. I've had my vision board and I prayed to God about it and God told me this is the job. And that's good. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But we must also be open to doing things differently. With an open mind would change your life. So while you're focusing on a job that you want, that you're trying to achieve, that you're trying to attract, be open, because you may be invited to like a meetup group, to something that maybe you don't really have an interest in. Did you think, oh no, I'm not creative, I'm not an artist. Oh, those people sound like some weirdos, they're not serious, or whatever the judgment is, whatever the criticism might be. Whatever it is that we put in place, it could be, no, I'm too busy, I don't have time for that, I gotta focus on the job. Being open is being willing to ask more questions. So tell me more about this meetup group. What do you guys do? I might just want to check it out. Because when you're open-minded and you ask more questions, you're more inclined to look a different way. See things differently. And when you're willing to see things differently, you might actually receive the answered prayer through a different channel. You may actually meet the CEO of the company you're trying to apply where you're trying to apply for a job. And then it's almost like you came through the back door because you listened to your own internal guidance system. It's because you were willing to be different. You're willing to be open-minded. So I just want to share some soul food for your consciousness, that as you move through life, that is always seeking to birth itself through and as us. Life is always wanting to give more to us. And life will pour into you, or let me put it this way, life pours into those who are open. So stay open. Stay open for your answered prayer. Stay open to love. Stay open to compassion, kindness, doing things differently, to listen differently. Stay open to listening. Be present. If you're in the middle, if someone is texting you and if someone texted you and you're talking to somebody, rather than talk to them and text at the same time, you might want to say, let me just send this text. Or maybe you just want to put the phone down. I mean, technology is part of our lives more than ever before. But you can always say, hold on, I really want to hear what you're saying. Let me just finish texting. So when you are focused on them, you're not saying, oh my God, I need to text back because that might be whatever. That's my ride and I don't want to be late, or I really need to hook up with them and they might be busy later. But if you just take the moment and recognize that, one, what is for you is for you. What is for you is for you. What you are seeking is seeking you. Because what you're seeking is you. There's something in you that is calling that forth. See, when we look out in the world, we think, oh, I want that out there. I want that thing over there. You're really responding to an inner call. And when we cultivate a deeper listening, it makes a difference to what you hear. You hear differently. You take some time and look at a bird, a cardinal. And I could call it an interruption, but actually that was beautiful to see a cardinal and just another beauty of God. God is everywhere. Life, God is life, life is God. So whatever label you use for the divine one, so be it. Life is everywhere. God is everywhere. It is you. And if there ever was a time for us to be more open, this is it. So I invite you to stay open. Stay open to what you say you want. Stay open to the answer to your prayer. And stay open to making a difference in other people's lives. You are here to make a difference. You make a difference. Peace and blessings.